Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them, taught us the truth. Shalom, salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect, Tabernacle of David. The brother Yashawan with a quick lesson. Everybody's done this, but it's about the commercials last night. Strong enchantments and what they're actually pushing. And where it was, I thought that the Rams, who are the sheep, were going to lose to the Bengals, who are the Tigers, in the Coliseum, if you know what I mean. I didn't get that one right. So, and it was apparent that at the last minute, right, they gave the game away with the flag. They threw the yellow flag and set up a touchdown. So anyway, the whole thing was sorcery from beginning to end. So this is Isaiah 47:12. We'll read it in the King James first. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Now let's read that in the NIV. Keep on, then, with your magic spells and with your many sorceries which you have labored at since childhood. Perhaps you will succeed. Perhaps you will cause terror. All right. NLT. Now use your magical charms. Use the spells you have worked at all these years. Maybe they will do some good. Maybe you can make someone afraid of you. All right. Now, when we go up and we read what was said before that, let's read that. But disaster. This is 11. Isaiah 47:11. And this is Berean. But disaster will come upon you. You will not know how to charm it away. Okay, so the Most High is basically taunting. Hey, you're about to go down. There's nothing you can do about it, not even your magic. All right? A calamity will befall you that you will be unable to ward, right? That's magic. Ward off. Devastation will happen to you suddenly and unexpectedly. So take your stand with your spells. That's how this comes in. All right? All right, so the whole thing was this devil trying one last time because the Most High was clowning him. All right, so let's watch a couple of these, and here you have G Zeus, right? Whoever this guy is. It's like a cozy channel yesterday. Top 10 Super Bowl commercial. Let's just watch a little bit of this and glean with him. And this devil knows he's going down. And he's trying to flip it. He's trying to gain favor with the Most High by saying, look, I know I'm going down. Don't be too hard.
It is time for Susan and I to retire.
It is time for them to retire. Yeah, your time is up. All right?
But it's who we are. We're good at helping you book travel. Like, amazingly good. And kind of bleep at naming. Booking.com, booking.yeah. My fellow.
They got Negroes throughout the whole Super Bowl. All right?
Gods, the dark skies have spoken.
The dark skies. Who are the dark skies? How about Shimmy Yahushua?
It is time for Susan and I to retire.
But where will you go?
Into slavery.
Zeus! Sorry, Zeus! I need a charge.
We're the new niggas. Okay, that's what the white.
Zeus! Sorry, Zeus! I need a charge in the... Oh! Thanks!
Sweetie, it's not rocket science. I'm heading out. Don't forget to take Becky for a walk. Mwah.
Yo, Zeus! A little juice! That's it. I'm done with this place.
We'll see about that. Everything okay out there, baby?
The blackout.
Little Peggy, for a little walk, huh?
Yo, Martha, I didn't know you was into this.
You mean smoking a turkey? It's simple with my Bic. Easy reach later.
It's
Okay. So that's just a little bit, all right? You got the concubine here. You got whatever this guy is representing. But they've been doing this one for a while. Anyway, there was one that I can't find now, and it had Alexander Graham Bell in it. And it was showing how this devil is not responsible for anything. And they had the brother who actually created the telephone. I forget what his name is, but he's the actual, and he was in there. And as they were stealing the idea from him or getting a patent or something, they had this astonished look on his face. When I find that, I'll make a separate video on that. But let's go back to the scriptures now. So, all right, so let's go to 13. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, and monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. I saw this video with Pedro V. Like, I think it was yesterday. It was immediately after. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Because it was very pertinent, some of the things that he said, and it was hitting right on the head. Let's see. Kodak. Let's see where it is. This. Okay. This is Pedro.
Do you know where your vehicle's up?
Slovakia. Super Bowl halftime decoded. Fallen angels and more. Fallen angels, you're wrong about where the fallen angels.
No, I just want to.
Okay, so I don't want to go through the whole thing with him because he's going off a little. But when he gets here, he goes into some astrology. I believe this is where it is. Where is it? Let's see. Is this it? Maybe it's not. Let me go to his channel real quick. It's this one. Let's watch.
Celebrities, athletes, actors have all jumped into crypto, both in terms of sponsorships, deals, and even taking salary in Bitcoin. Aaron Rodgers, Odell Beckham, among the players to take a paycheck. Athlete.
Okay, so they're showing how they're bringing up the charagma by paying these people in crypto or whatever. But let me show you what it is that I wanted to see.
This video, and we've seen a lot, and we are seeing a lot of this protests, people standing up to the mandates, to everything, and it almost seems like a revolution is being done here.
It is. Okay, now listen to what he said.
Paid at the ambassador.
No, not that. Let's take a look at this real quick. The Civil War breaks out in the United States. Representative Adam Kinzinger believes it won't be reminiscent of the 19th century Civil War because it will take form of targeted assassinations and not state against state. Now, who's the target? You Jakes are the target. Or, more importantly, the elect who are going to make a transformation and become the hunters, all right? So, let's see. Okay. Once an unthinkable theory, growing political divisions have fueled speculation that a civil war could be looming. While some see it as inevitable, others have pushed for people to resist the possibility. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for specifically which Pedro actually hit it on the head, what's going on. He goes right into the, let's see, that was towards the end, was it? Oh boy, I hope this is it. Let me see. I'm just kind of going in the spirit right here. Let me see. It was about this witch. Here it is. All right, here we go. Because this is now listen to what Pedro says about this. Let's start it right here. Now listen to what he says.
And people are also connecting the dots that this was when.
Of course, the devil comes in right now. Let's get rid of this. Okay, this is talking about the fall of the Roman Empire. Okay. Let's see. Let me take it back to about right here. Right, let's start right here. Because all of this goes into soothsaying and it goes into astrology. Stand now with thine astrologers. Okay. Let's see. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up. This is Isaiah 47:13. Now let's go back to what he was saying. All right, here. And here they are trying to bring in that charagma. Let's see.
To astrology, you're into this, you're into that. That was like my first video I ever done of that, and you guys are just saying a bunch of stuff, but
he's claiming he's not an astrologer.
And I'm just only pointing it out because I noticed when I did my other video with the Super Bowl, people were like, "Oh, you're into astrology, you're into this, you're into that." That was like my first video I ever done of that, and you guys are just saying a bunch of stuff, but this will be my second video where I mention this stuff because this is actually kind of interesting. And they're talking about America's Pluto return. And on February 20th, 2022, the United States will enter its historic Pluto return. So Pluto will return in Earth's.
Okay, let's look at that again real quick. According to the stars, the United States is finally getting a spiritual makeover. Damn right. With its first ever Pluto return February 22nd. Astrologically, a Pluto return is when the heavenly body returns to the same position in a birth chart where it was when the chart began. Okay, that's not as important as what is about
return. So Pluto will return in Earth's realm, and it has not been like this since 1776. And people are also connecting the dots that this was when America was born in 1776, when they adopted the Declaration of Independence.
Now, who did they declare independence from? King George. And if you go back and check the record, of course, King George was a Jake. King James was a Jake, King George. So they were basically saying, we ain't under you niggas no more. It's our turn to rule. All right?
And with all this stuff going on, people standing up, they're calling this the American Revolution 2.0 is in our stars.
Is in our stars. Okay? So these are these astrologers. And they know how to read the stars on the left-hand side. They know what's coming. They know what time we're in. Okay? And what are they doing? They're pulling out all of their magic right now.
Calling this the American Revolution 2.0 is in our stars and it's already begun. I don't think that's all by design. I believe everything is aligned to a specific point.
Listen.
That even the elite are taking part in this and maybe even controlling a lot of aspects of it.
Very true.
That is the reason why I point this stuff out, because it's like a ritual in a way. It's all manifesting, and maybe it's not all of them. Maybe even God is pointing things in directions, because it is said that we should be looking at the signs in the stars, the moon, the sun, right?
Okay, so what he just said is I'm pointing to let you know that he's watching us. Okay. First he said the superb owl, right? Going into Super Bowl. The superb owl are the Chaldeans. okay, putting on this whole ritual, okay? And then they go in and they try to, offset the prophecies is what they're doing. So let's read this. Thus, some astrologers reference the fall of the Roman Empire as evidence that Pluto's return brings literal destruction, or at least wreaks havoc on human psyche. Now, they're talking about themselves. Yeah, people are losing their minds right now. And the devil, knoweth that he hath but a short time, he's pulling out all, stand now with your soothsayers, your astrologers. Okay? Why? Because this is Rome all over again. You see all the Roman commercials that were out? Right? All the Greek, they know what's going on. They are trying desperately to flip this thing. All right? Pluto's return, they understand what's going on, and the signs are in the stars, as above, so below, or at least wreaks havoc on human psyche. Others, Jakes, suspect that the phenomena will incur a more optimistic refresh of Babylon or society or rulership. These are the Jakes, with the power-hungry Edomites' underbelly of societal structures forced into the light, forced into righteousness by the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You see what's being said here in the dark? Okay? And Pedro hit it on the head. He said, these elites are doing it, but above that, the Most High is making them do it.
I think that's all by design. I believe everything is aligned to a specific point, that even the elite are taking part in this and maybe even controlling a lot of aspects of it. That is the reason why I point this stuff out, because it's like a ritual in a way. It's all manifesting, and maybe it's not all of them. Maybe even God is pointing things in directions because it is.
Okay, so Pedro's on it. Now let's get first. Let's get the fact that the Most High is behind this. All right, so this is Proverbs 21. Let's get this in King James quickly. Proverbs 21:1. King's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. We'll close on this one right here. All right? Because these fools are scared. Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Okay? Why are they dismayed? It says right here. Thus, some astrologers reference the fall of Roman Empire as evidence that Pluto's return brings literal destruction, or at least wreaks havoc on the human psyche. They know that they're going down. All right? And they're dismayed. Thus saith the Lord power, this is Jeremiah 10:2. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, the stars, for the heathen are dismayed at them. All right? Not us. It's coming against them. All right, so with that, we hope that I know I was all over the place, but we hope that the elect were edified with that. I'm going to say shalom.